back to my channel. Well, today's video is going to be, as you can probably tell by the title, the part 3 of the story time that I filmed back to the day, and actually recently uploaded the part 2, so if you missed any of those videos, they will all be linked down below as well as on the eye. And now, if you're interested to know if I actually gave him one of the songs that I wrote, just keep on watching. So if you're not caught up with the story, this is what happened the day before the exam. Well, I just don't know how to explain this. So I have an idea on my mind, and basically I'm thinking about giving the guy that I like one of the songs that I wrote about him, which is pretty much the song that I wrote the first time that I saw him again. And well, giving him this song would be like telling him literally that I'm in love with him, because the song is really explicit. I don't think there's anything that could be mistakable, but I'm really freaked out. I don't know if I will do it. I don't know what's going on. I'm really stressed out. I literally don't know what to do. We actually didn't talk for almost the whole classes. Like each classes that we had, we didn't talk. And I don't know if it's worth it. I literally don't know. I think I just want to do it, not because I'm thinking that if I send him this, then things may change, because I'm pretty sure that anything would change. I personally, you guys know, I want to move to London, and from what I know, he wants to go to Rome, so we'll be in two totally different cities. And maybe he also has a girlfriend already, because I did some research, let's say, on Ask, and well, I think it has a girlfriend. Not totally sure though. But the point is, I'm not doing this because I want him to stay with me or anything like that. I just still want to do it because I genuinely want to let someone know what I feel about them. Let someone know that that song was for them, because I think it's more like a challenge with myself rather than with him. Wish me good luck. I remember that I was literally shaking while I was filming the video, because I was thinking about what I could do, if it was the right thing to do or if it wasn't the right thing to do. So talking about the day of the exam, I got there early, I parked my car, and then I walked to meet with this friend of mine that was going to be my partner for the exam. And then we walked together towards the school, and he was there on the stairs, so we just walked the stairs, say hi, and then take a seat next to them, like he and his friends, of course. I think we were all stressed out that morning, especially I was so stressed out, because I knew that I was not only going to take an exam that was important for me, my career, my everything, just, it's important to have a certification, especially if English is not your first language, even though I feel like it is. And yes, I was so stressed out because of the exam, but I was also so stressed out because of what I wanted to do, which was basically giving him the song that I wrote. And I already had the song in my purse, so it was there waiting for the moment. And my plan was actually to waiting until the speaking part, and then before he did the speaking part, gave this piece of paper to him, because I thought that things were going to be like last year, where we were in this huge room and we had to wait until the speaking part. But let's say that this year things changed, so we were in this tiny room, and once we finished the 3 parts of the exam, they told us that we could go out, but that we had to come back, of course, to do the speaking part. So I was not actually able to do it the way that I wanted to, but I'm just gonna give it out because I'm pretty sure that you guys are all interested to know. I actually did it. I gave him this song. I literally gave him my heart in a piece of paper, as I like to say, because I also wrote a song about that. But let's just go a little step back. So we did the 3 parts of the exam, and actually before that, when we were on the hallway, I kind of talked with him. I was looking at him, of course, constantly, and then I say how it goes, like how are you? And so it's like stressed out, and that just stopped there, and I was like, yeah. So we did the first three part of the exam, and luckily I was not in the same room as he was to do those three parts, which allowed me just to focus on what I was doing, what I was writing, what I was listening, and I did it. So I did all the three parts, and then between a part and the other there's always a break, and in this break I of course saw him going through the hallway, and I actually saw him hugging a girl that was doing the pet exam while we were doing the first exam, and I knew that there was a possibility that he had a girlfriend, and I was thinking, wait, maybe she is his girlfriend. So I didn't know what to do, what to think, and I was not even sure if I wanted to go ahead with the plan. Well, long story short, me and my friends were on the stairs, and the guy that, ruled everything saw us and says, oh, you're ready to do the exam, come on, let's do the speaking part. And I was like, what, right now? I literally freaked out because we hadn't had the time to revise or doing something, so freaking out totally. We were waiting outside the room, and then the lady let us come in, we did the exam, and then we get out, and I feel like once we get out of that room I kind of feel relief. Okay, now I can do it, I want to do it, I want to give him the piece of paper because I am not stressed. I did the exam, and I think that I don't have anything to lose or to be stressed for, so I'm just going to do it. And my plan was to looking for him because I had no idea where it was, and I wanted to call him with his name, say excuse me, and then his name, and then give him this and say, hey, I would like to know what you think about it, and just like, of course, read it later. And I feel like there's always a difference between the expectation and the reality. In fact, basically we random met in the stairs. So me and my friends were walking down, and he with his friends were walking up because they had to kind of take our place and do the exam in the same room as we did. So the time was literally passing by, and I had to do it, and his friends was asking me, oh, how it went, and I just didn't want to talk with him. I had to do this thing, so I didn't even answer to him. And then I grabbed a piece of paper that I already had in my hands, I gave it to him and say, hey, I would like to know what you think about it, and then I leave. Then I turn to look at him, and I remember that I forgot to say, hey, you need to read the letter. So I just screamed loud, and I would just get out the door, and I was so freaking happy that I did it because, like I said in the first part of the video, in the clip that you saw, I was not doing it because of him. I was pretty sure that we were not in touch together whatsoever, but I just wanted to do it because of me, to prove myself that I can do it. And honestly, I'm so happy that I did it. Even if he would not text me or anything like that, I think that I would be happy anyway, because I did something that I never thought it was possible. I get out of my comfort zone, which felt so damn great, and I think that I have the courage literally to do anything right now, so I'm so freaking happy because of that. Basically, he texted me the following day at nighttime, literally 1 a.m. And of course, I didn't answer because I was sleeping at that time. Of course, I was. And basically, I saw his messages the following day, the following morning, and I was just so happy. I literally had a huge smile on my face because of that. So we started to talk. He actually texted me on Instagram saying that he didn't like to talk on Facebook, which I actually agree on. And he said that the song is really beautiful, that I'm really courageous, I like that and stuff. And we actually started to talk. He also asked me why did I wrote the song, and of course, as you can imagine, I just said that it was what I felt. And we actually kind of talked a little bit, and I'm just not going to tell you about every text that we had. Of course, I could do a video about that, but well, long story short, he liked the song. Long story short, we have a lot of things in common, but he has a girlfriend, even though he told me that things are not that great between them. And I'm just not the kind of person who gets into a relationship. You know, if someone has a girlfriend, then I will rather stick out. But I'm just glad that I talked to him, that I let him know what I feel. and I'm just happy right now, literally. And actually text him, say that it was the last text that I was going to send because he had a girlfriend and I had to respect it. And also that I like to talk with him because for one time I just talked without thinking about what I was saying, without worrying or anything like that, which was actually the truth. I really liked talking with him because I feel like I was truly myself. And he actually answered and we stayed till 2 a.m. talking, which is still crazy to think. And he's kind of interested in my music as well, which is something that for me is really important. You guys know that I'm like all about music. And even though this channel is not really a music related channel, I would like to make some covers or just some original songs, maybe just some videos like that. So let me know if you would be interested in seeing that. And he also say that he wants to hear me sing, so I think the next text that I'm going to send him is probably me singing something, which I still have to figure out what. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that you don't have to be afraid to get out your comfort zone, to do something crazy, because I think that at the end it's totally worth it. And we should all let go the idea that guys need to do the first step. Of course, I do think that they still need to do the first step, but damn it, if they don't do it, just go ahead and do it yourself, because I think it's worth it. I'm happy that I did it. I am so happy. I literally don't regret doing it. Also because it was something so personal, and I am really not able to talk with someone that I like directly or just to start a conversation, or I think that I'm not able to say them what I think about them or what I feel for them in words, or like just talking. So writing it down helped me personally, and it was also a way to let somebody know that I liked them without actually telling them in person. So just do it. If there's someone that you like, just let them know. And of course, maybe they won't like you back, but at least you did it. At least you can live with no regrets. And that was actually one of my New Year resolution back to the time, but I never follow it. And I'm happy that now I'm starting actually to follow it. And if there's something that I want you guys to bring from this video is of course the fact that you don't have to be afraid. You actually have to get out to your comfort zone because it is worth it. And I feel like I'm just randomly, so I'm going to shut up, but I just wanted to quickly say that I wrote a story about all of these things that happened, and I'm actually thinking to publish it on Wattpad or maybe on Tumblr, so let me know in the comments below what do you think is better for that. It's called Our Destiny, and there are 10 pages of a diary which I really want to publish. I really want to spread the message that you have to be brave. Just let me know in the comments below what do you think it's better if I want to release it somehow, and also tell me if you will be interested in that. Tell me what you think about this whole story, or if you ever did something crazy. That is the question of today. I would be really interested to know your stories, so just leave them down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye!